So I was playing in the street one day, opposite our house, when one of the mill workers, one of the overlookers, used to pass every day from Swithenbanks Mill.
Where was that?
Mill Street, in Mill Street. And I were out playing at skipping with the kids, with young kids. And he said to my mother, "Ain't she left school?" Mother says, "Yes." This is why isn't she working? She says, "Because she wants to go work in the mill." "Send her down," he says, "I'll give her a job." So of course I went into the mill. I went down to him and he started me on a twisting frame that were woolens coming through a big long frame onto about 100 bobbins, all different colours. And so I were on a twisting frame. Then, when I'd had enough of that, I went on to the loom. From a plain loom onto a two box loom. Then onto a 3-box loom. Then I went on to a 6-box loom.
What?
Started at 6 o'clock on a morning till 5:30 at night. 12 o'clock on a Saturday. Half an hour for breakfast at 9 o'clock and 12 o'clock, 12:30 to 1:30 dinner hour. Then carry on till 5:30. There were no tea breaks and we couldn't mash any tea. We had to go out to the neighbours round about and they mashed our teas for 2pence a week.
Huh?
We got whatever day we got our pieces off. They had to be weighed and pulled over the rolls to see there were no damages, and there were 7 and 6. Then the next week you'd have 2 pieces. So one week you'd have one at 7 and 6 and the other 2 the next week at 7 and 6. So that were 3 pieces in a fortnight of 84 yards of woolen cloth and no damages. There was one old lady worked in the mill with me, and she was a nice old lady. And us young ones, she wanted a wage because she wanted it at Friday night or Saturday so she could do some shopping because she hadn't anything. So us girls got together, and we were only young, about 14 or 15 year old, and what we did, he come round and tried to measure it with the bobbins, and it were on the roll, and he could tell whether it were near the end of the piece or it wasn't. So if it wasn't near the end of the piece, then she wouldn't have it off at Friday night, she wouldn't get paid for the following week. So we rolled the cloth off and put our shawls in and rolled it back, rolled the cloth back with the shawls in. Well, we couldn't come out at tea time without our shawls. We couldn't come home. We couldn't come home without our shawls. So we used to have to wait while he got out the road. The boss got out the road while we drew the cloth off, pulled our shawls out and rolled the cloth back so that she could get paid. So I, myself, and I was the last worker in Crawford's mill because they were losing all their orders. They didn't get no orders from abroad. I myself used to sell overalls that had been and blouses that had been ordered from some of the work hands. And when it got to time for pay, they wouldn't pay. So of course the 3 sisters come to tell me off as they were going to Blackpool. So of course they come to tell me off, and when they did, I picked a shuttle up and I let go when all the mills were closing.